you can control your narrative.
Welcome back. Today we're going to react to Secret Agent Man, KingAzoulay, and all the stories he tells online about his time as a secret agent. So let's get this video started and stay tuned until the very end because there's going to be a clip that will make you laugh as it did me. So let's get started.
I thought, you know what? Who else do I know that worked in a Special Forces counterterrorism unit for the last decade? Well, that's right, me. Oh, so I'm the perfect person to expose this guy's bullshit, all right? So let's jump into these clips and listen to him talk about his time in a secret counterterrorism unit.
I told you I used to work in counterterrorism for over a decade. Remember that? When we talked?
A long time ago?
Yeah?
No.
Yeah. When we talked a year and a half ago, I told you I worked in counterterrorism for over a decade. So for me, I wasn't allowed to be even on social media or any of these things. And even today, I'm not allowed to even speak about what unit I was in, things like that for the next 5 years.
All right, let's break down real quick why these two things he just said are so dumb and immediately identify this as total bullshit, all right? So he says there, which a lot of people who don't know anything about this that tried to make up a story would say, which is, I wasn't even allowed to have a social media presence while I was in this super secret counterterrorism unit, okay? Actually, the reality is, and I want you guys, this will make sense when I explain it, it's 2025. It's actually far more suspicious for an individual to have no social media presence whatsoever, no social media accounts, no social media backstory, than someone who has a sort of basic generic type of profile. So no, we don't have no social media presence when we're doing counterterrorism, things like that. We have very limited, okay? So we'll have a base account, Facebook account, who we are, generic.
It's crazy how KingAzoulay doesn't do research on what he's trying to act like he is, like a secret agent. He didn't study, maybe didn't even do some research and ask around about the secret agent. He just says stuff and hopefully someone believes him, but no one does. Not now, because secret agents have social media. Just as Nate, AmericanThor, a Green Beret, says. So he should know. But he didn't do his research. KingAzoulay, that is. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps with the channel. And subscribe, leave a comment. Do you think KingAzoulay was a secret agent? Or do you think he's just telling stolen war valor stories? So let me know in the comments. And now let's continue with the video.
Or that he's not even allowed to say what unit he's in. Ooh, not a thing, okay?
That for the next 5 years. I can't share it with anybody, but
There's a lot of people out there that would say, now that's where I'm calling bullshit.
There's units that are called invisible units.
I'm not doubting you. I always give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I don't care.
But if I were to question it, I would say, well, wait a minute. At 17, you were homeless. At 18, 19, you were cleaning carpets. Then you got into telemarketing. Then you went, then you started doing real estate. And you started investing here and there. And that was only 10 years ago. So when was the counterterrorism?
Okay, obviously Brad is listening to this and knows this is total bullshit, right? But he brings up a good point. The timeline, old Ben Azoulay's timeline, right? He's actually 34 years old in this clip. He claims for over...
Now we have the AmericanThor calling out KingAzoulay because of his timeline. Also, Brad in this video is calling out KingAzoulay on his timeline. Why? Because his timeline doesn't add up. People will constantly look at your timeline, whether you're lying, whether it's your parents, whether it's the cops, whether it's an girlfriend, that if you're cheating, she's going to look at your timeline. Most girls do. I mean, not all girls, but a lot of girls do. They ask you, where were you at this time? And if you lie, then like maybe one of her friends saw you and you're going to try to restep your tracks and try to make up something. But usually people will look at your timeline. So it's better not to lie because sometimes it's hard to retrace your steps. So that's one thing we can learn from this part of the video. Don't lie because people are always going to look at your timeline. So on to the next part of the video.
Guy's full of shit. As John Bravo showed us,
And after they interrogated her as well, we then start going to court.
Now that you heard his bullshit fairy tale movie story of what happened that night, right? It clearly differs from the story that is written in the actual criminal case that I showed you.
This guy was a convicted offender by what, 20, 21 years old? And I'll tell you this, no, the military and the CIA does not take convicted offenders, especially in special operations, because you can't pass the security clearance.
This should be the smoking gun on why KingAzoulay could not be a secret federal agent, but he just keeps on lying. That's what liars do. They constantly keep on lying. If you ever dated someone that lied, then you'll know that. They're going to lie about your friends. They're going to lie about your family. They're going to lie about their past. They're going to lie about everything. And that's how KingAzoulay is. He constantly just keeps on lying. It's like an addiction for these guys. They call it habitual because it just is a habit for them. So stop lying and break the habit. That's one thing we can learn, to break the habit of lying so we don't constantly keep on lying like here, KingAzoulay.
Somebody's going to give a convicted sex offender a top secret security clearance. Not a thing. But let's jump back into this and see some more bullshit.
Yeah.
And who is it for? The Israeli army?
Well, it's Israel and the United States who work with both.
That's the CIA.
That's because, no. Counterterrorism is a little bit different.
Well, you had to be with somebody.
Yeah, but can't talk about who I was with.
All right, so I love that. He goes, oh, no, not the CIA, not Mossad, right? Not these intelligence agencies. Counterterrorism is different. Yes, it is different. You know who does the actual tactical acting against counterterrorism? Green Berets, Delta Force, Rangers, our guys. So he's not wrong, but I can tell you another big problem here. He talks about, oh, I've got dual Israeli-American citizenship. Okay, well, technically you can join the military with dual Israeli citizenship, but the problem is you can't get a top secret security clearance with dual citizenship. So he wouldn't.
One thing we can learn from this is that KingAzoulay is a meme. He's a comedy act. He's pretty much someone that the internet makes fun of because of his stories, because he lies so much. Like the time he said that he got trained from a Chinese food restaurant owner and that he learned kung fu from him. Plus, he also lies about stuff like this, like the being a secret agent. And he lies about like stuff like hitting his head against a wall and hitting his shins with a hammer. But there are so many lies that he tells that people don't believe. So they just make fun of him. And that's what we can get. Not to be a liar, because people will make fun of you. They won't respect you. And you'll just be that person that people don't trust. So there are many reasons not to be a liar. Like right now, AmericanThor is calling out KingAzoulay and all the flaws from the sex offender, from his timeline, to the other places, other things that he found on this video. So that's one thing we can learn, is not to be a liar like KingAzoulay. Be honest, let people trust you. If they don't like you for your honesty, then at least you're being honest and you're not lying to them. And that's one thing they can respect from you. So only you can control your narrative. Keep on doing better, and check out AmericanThor's channel and let him know that the Frugal Cyborg sent you, and continue to watch this video until the very end. Everybody stay awesome, and see you in the next video.
Talk about the languages that he speaks.
Kinda. But like if you're American, I can tell that you're also something else.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell that you speak another language. Let's just say that.
I speak 5 languages.
But you speak great. You speak great English, obviously.
I speak 5 languages. I speak Hebrew,
fluently,
English, Russian, and Spanish, and one more that I can't speak about.
Yep.
So there you have it, guys. Not only had this guy worked in a secret squirrel invisible counterterrorism unit for 10 years, he also speaks 5 languages. One of those languages he's not allowed to talk about. What